So I'm here at another one of these slave dungeons here in Axum. It's called Antonian Dungeon, I guess, if you will. It's right behind me on the west coast of Ghana. And, the thing for me, because there's like people talking about, I guess there's this chatter about people saying, well, the people who are in America didn't come from Africa, and they really didn't. It's a whole hoax. And they're looking for slave ships, and they're going through all of this stuff, and they're tapping into people's minds. And that's really another play on the whole colonization thing. You got people confused. So they say, well, where are the slave ships? And because they can't seem to find any. Then I said, well, okay, well, if that's the case, where are all the ships that brought over all of the Europeans? You know, it's 100 and some odd million Europeans in America. How did they get there? And we don't have a boatload of ships of them either. And if we're talking about replicas, you just start asking these questions. But then I'm standing here in front of these slave dungeons in different parts of West Africa, in Benin, in Togo, in Ghana, in Sierra Leone. I've been in these places. And so you're like, well, okay, what was that for? Why are they all on the coast? Why do they all have this recurring theme? So anyway, so with that then, but even from a cultural standpoint, when I come here, it's like, although the cultures are different, the cuisines, it's something about this part of the world that connects with me to the southeastern coast of the United States. And that is undeniable. I can't sit there and say, well, like the wache that's here. The reason why I like wache so much is because of it's black-eyed peas and rice. So that's wache. But then that's Hoppin' John in South Carolina. Jollof, red rice, jambalaya, all of those things that have recurring themes over and over. And so because of that, I mean, that's what I resonate with. Then genetically, when I did my DNA, I did all four, my heritage, 23andMe, Ancestry, and African ancestry. Genetically, everything comes back to West Africa. So whether it be from Senegal, whether it be from all the way down through the southern South Africa region, even into Kenya. So when people try to tell you who you are, and they're just doing it based upon the latest YouTube personality that's probably being paid, because the colonizers are real crafty, real clever. They know how to do all of those different things. You pay off somebody's dealing with identity issues, and so of course they're going to listen to the latest jackleg that comes along that may pull out a few points here and there. But what I encourage each person to do is you do your own due diligence for yourself and find out for yourself exactly where you come from. And a lot of people scared to do the genetic stuff because, again, it's all these little mind plays on different things. But where I'm comfortable is when I put my money and boots on the ground and I go see for myself. It is undeniable. It is undeniable what occurred over 500 years ago. I've been to Salvador and Brazil. It is undeniable what occurred. And a lot of times people just focus on America because they're thinking with an American mentality, instead of looking at it from a global perspective and seeing the influence of this part of the world. There's no doubt that the Europeans were not the first people to have boats and to explore. So we're not even having that discussion. I don't doubt that there were people who were already from Africa in the Americas prior to what has been reported to us through European colonized history. I encourage everybody, for you personally, because they try to make it monolithic, they try to lump us all together, they try to say all of our stories are the same, and all of our stories are not the same. I ran my DNA, I've spent my money to come visit, and I have not seen anything to substantiate the opposite story that's being peddled out here like some hot garbage, trying to confuse people and trying to get people all messed up. But anyway, you do for yourself and analyze it for yourself, and then explain what these dungeons are. And then I want to see them European ships that brought all them people over. I want to see all the Europeans, all the ships that brought the Europeans over, because they seem to be missing too, just like them slave ships. All I have to say is, come see for yourself. And once you have done your own due diligence and you've come to see for yourself, then you can come and formulate an opinion. Then another thing that someone said, because you get this Chatterbox, I'm telling you, It's the Chatterbox thing. And like I said, it normally comes from African Americans. It normally comes from them. So this one lady, she thought she knew something, and she decided, all right, well, I'm going to tell him, you need to learn your own heritage, and you, instead of going to Africa, you need to learn your own heritage, and you need to come here and learn about the Gullah Geechees, and you need to learn about these people and that people. Little did she realize that what sparked my interest in even wanting to learn about that history in America was when I came over here to different parts of Africa and learned. So I did my interview with Queen Quet, went down to Louisiana, did all these different things. But this is, I'm telling you, this is the mindset that people have. And it's unfortunate. It's unfortunate. Now, she can stay there in the U.S. plantation and continue doing whatever's happening. But for those of us who want to get out and understand the context of our lives, the context is what's important. How did this happen? Why did it happen? Where did this come from? Why are we even having to have this conversation? And it goes back to so many missing pieces all around the world. And you're not going to find all the pieces in America. That's the one thing I know. And so when you begin to, you'll find pieces in Europe. You'll find pieces everywhere. You won't find them all in America. And so what I encourage everybody to do, once again, go see for yourself. Don't just follow, don't follow my YouTube videos and believe what I'm saying. Come on over here and do what you got to do. Put your boots on the ground, travel around and see, save up your pennies, do what you got to do. And by doing that, when all of these different theories come out, when all these different chatterboxes come out, you're able to have a conviction that cannot be swayed just because someone read a couple books here and there. It's nothing like putting your feet on the ground, nothing like seeing for yourself. And that way, you won't be on shaky ground. Until next time, see you.
Open up your